Hello and welcome to Swoffers TV, a monthly online TV programme bringing you news and information on the property market in Guernsey. Coming up, tax changes may hit homeowners hard. Green light for a development that will enhance and regenerate the face of the West Coast, and how Swoffers ended up on a top ITV series. Homeowners with a mortgage could be paying up to £300 more a month if plans to abolish mortgage tax relief go through. Treasury and Resources recently unveiled plans to scrap the tax relief by 2021, spelling disaster for those on lower incomes and the housing market as a whole, according to our property specialists. If the change in strategy goes through, it will make things harder for first-time buyers to get onto the property ladder. But there is growing speculation that these plans could end up never seeing the light of day.
If you take basic economics, I think Gavin St Pierre is saying that by phasing out mortgage interest relief, it should see a reduction in house prices. I would say that won't happen in the island. I think that I question whether this will actually take place. I'm not sure that the support within the States will enable them to phase this out.
Recent figures suggest Guernsey's local market house prices have risen by an average of 4.3% for the third quarter compared to the same period last year. Experts say this doesn't reflect reality, as the figure is distorted by a few high prices. Local market sales are down on 2011 figures, although average prices are up, and it's a position that's unlikely to change in the next 12 months.
The message for vendors is, if you get an offer and it allows you to make the move you want to make, then do it.
On the open market, sales have been at a similar level to 2011, with some 50 properties sold so far this year. Q4 sales have slowed, but experts remain positive about 2013, despite continuing tough market conditions. In the commercial sector, a pattern has emerged in recent years whereby more businesses and individuals are looking to purchase property rather than rent. Meanwhile, there has been an increase in demand for local retail property from companies in the UK. Controversial plans to build a new multi-million-pound development at Cobo have been given the go-ahead by just 2 votes to 1. The plans to build 8 local and 4 open-market luxury apartments were approved by the Environment Department, with 2 of the 5 politicians involved abstaining from the debate due to conflicts of interest.
A relic of the past, the Hotel Le Carteret hasn't welcomed guests for more than 2 years and has become a blot on the landscape of the island's west coast. It hasn't been the smoothest of journeys, but developers have navigated their way through the planning process and made significant changes to the original plans after taking on board islanders' criticisms. But despite objections from neighbours, mostly concerning the modern design of the building and its size blocking their views, developers can now breathe a sigh of relief.
Most people we speak to are very positive about it. Obviously the area needs an awful lot of tidying up. It's not very attractive at the moment, and we intend to make it more attractive, but maintaining the sort of coastal environment. I think the only people that are really against are the ones that live nearby, and obviously you can't please everybody, I'm afraid.
This is a unique development on the west coast and should be complete by Easter 2014. It will comprise 12 open and local market apartments with sea views and underground parking and a lot of glass to maximise the views. And the new owners will be able to enjoy the ever-changing sunsets that make Cobo so special.
Property Matters, in association with Collis Krill.
The big news for property buyers in Guernsey this year has been the abolition of the legal tariff system, which came into effect on the 1st of August. Previously, Guernsey advocates charged a fixed percentage of property transactions set by the Guernsey Bar. Jason Green, head of property at Collis Krill, says that whilst this is good news for buyers with possible savings on legal fees, the quality of legal advice is becoming increasingly important. Mortgage providers are becoming less risk-averse when lending money, so the message is, choose your legal provider wisely.
The concern with the prices coming down is that there could be a tendency amongst some firms to cut the quality of service. And in our view, the quality of service is absolutely paramount because it is the biggest purchase of your life. It's very expensive and you want to get it right. What you don't want to happen is buy the property, think the advocates have done a good job, and then 7 or 8 years' time when you come to sell, you then find there are problems with boundaries or rights which you weren't aware of.
The Channel Islands have featured in a number of high-profile television programmes recently and enjoyed some very positive national media coverage, and Swoffers have been pleased to play a part. Earlier this year, Swoffers contributed to a feature about Guernsey in Country Life magazine and were also interviewed by the Financial Times, who were covering the local property market. The highlight, though, was taking part in an ITV series on Guernsey, which involved showing some properties to a couple who were moving to the island, and our own Andre Austin took centre stage.
Our website crashed that evening just because the phenomenal amount of people looking at the programme and no doubt taking an interest in Guernsey property. Fortunately, we were able to get it up and running very quickly, but it just goes to show with 3.5 million people watching it, Guernsey is attracting a lot of attention, you know, across the UK and in fact further afield as well.
That's all we've got time for this programme, but do tune in next month when we'll be taking a bird's eye view of one of the most exciting residential developments in St Peter Port, and we'll be featuring a day in the life of one of Swoffers' lettings negotiators. Feedback is important to us and we would welcome your comments and suggestions. You can email, Facebook or tweet us. Thanks for watching, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everyone from all of us at Swoffers, and we wish you every success for 2013.